executive coaching, leadership development, success, high performance. Most of my clients are asking, how can I be a better performer? How can I get results? How do I manage people in a way that I gain their agreement and buy-in? How do I deal with, getting the results and all the tasks, but also balancing it with the people and developing people, maybe coaching people, maybe just getting them to get along and collaborate. And so these are common challenges that managers and leaders have all the time. Why am I interested in that? Well, that's my background in terms of being a leader. I mean, having been a quarterback, having played on a star basketball team, having been a military officer, having led sales teams and been an executive in companies, and now I have my own business for 20 years. So what I find is that if I can impart and assist others in some information and assist them, then it's just so gratifying to me. I love that. And the truth is that with all my learning and education, which I continue to do, I find my ability to listen and get right to the heart of the matter has been enhanced. My capacity has been expanded. And so I can shortcut things. And so what I find is that if someone has the desire, a manager, an executive, a high potential person, someone who's a CEO of a company already, and they need a sounding board, they need somebody they can talk to and trust that will help them think things through powerful questions, to help maybe even give them tips and ideas about how to think about things. I love it. It's so much fun for me. And so whenever I find somebody who's open to learning, who wants to shift their thinking, their perspective, because they know that whatever they've been doing is not necessarily working, or they find there's some frustration, or they're not quite getting the results. So my intent is to engage with leaders, executives, and their teams in such a way to increase high performance. I make a lot of analogies to sports because people get that in the United States of America and around the world, whether it's soccer teams or football or basketball, golf. I've done them all, I play them all. And so I make those analogies. And if you think about either an individual who wants to perform well, it could be a tennis player or just an individual on a team, and teams to perform well, what does it take? So I've been asking that question for a long time. I look at high performance. I look at the psychology of team and dynamics. I look at those who are the influencers on the team that lead. I look at how coaches coach those teams. Phil Jackson, for example, former basketball coach for the Chicago Bulls and the Los Angeles Lakers, one of the most winningest coaches in basketball history, 10 major championships. And I studied him, and I see what he does and how he brings individual performance to a high level, how he brings teams together. I've studied John Wooden's work, former UCLA coach, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So what's the point? The point is I've got some distinctions, some awareness around that. I see where the patterns and the overlaps are, the trends. And so whatever the situation is, I can come in to an individual situation with a person or a team and begin to help them see things they don't see and begin to point to the high leverage possibilities for where they can get higher performance immediately. Over time, putting in the right process, the right structure, the right thinking, and how they're going to be together as a team, it's amazing the performance you can achieve. So that's what's exciting for me. That's what I gravitate to whenever I have an opportunity to talk to somebody about, or an organization about what they're looking for. And one of the first things I'm looking for is, are they open? Are they really hungry for some growth, some development, for some new distinctions? The one way I frame it is there a necessity? Do they have this compelling need to perform at a high level? I look at someone, for example, back to sports, who wants to win a gold medal. Whatever that drive is to do all this crazy work, crazy dedication, sports activity, exercise, I'm looking for that. So if someone wants to really take a team, take an organization, take their performance to a higher level and make a big difference, I'm in. I'm excited. I want to do that.